Hey YouTube, this is ThugX. We're playing some Pokemon Showdown today, Generation 2. Generation 2 is one of my favorites. A lot of people don't like it. The Pokemon are a little bit stallier, a little tankier. You see a lot of Recover, Rest and Sleep Talk paired up, and Heal Bells as well. So the games do last a lot longer, especially if somebody's playing a stall team. I do try and avoid those teams playing them, and if I have to play against them, it is what it is. So we do our best to make quick work of it. Not always the case, though. Actually, not usually the case. They are able to hold out for a while. So this game is a rather short game against Erik. I'm currently number 6 on the Pokemon ladder, and we're trying to get to number 1. So as you tune in, we're going to go up and down, and you can kind of see what happens. But this is a good game I brought to you today. Every week I do modify my team based on who I've been playing, what I've been seeing a lot of. So this team that I'm bringing you today is we're going to have Smeargle, Zapdos, Snorlax, Fortress, Suicune, and Marowak. So pretty good team. All of them are going to be OU except for the Smeargle. He's UU. For those of you that don't know, that's overused and underused, OU being the more popular, more dominating Pokemon. But Smeargle is one of my favorites. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. Alright, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with my Smeargle. He's going to open up into his Smeargle as well. In this game, when you are the same speed, the game is going to do a tiebreaker for you. I don't want to play that game and have it guess who's going to be faster, so I'm going to go straight into Zapdos, which is going to be my Sleep Talker, knowing that when he does Spore me, which I did anticipate correctly, I'm not at a disadvantage. I can still use Sleep Talk. So he's going to go into Quagsire, knowing that my Thunderbolt's going to do no damage, and Hidden Power Ice is not that great either. I'm just going to go ahead and switch out. He can't use his Spore anymore. You only are allowed to keep one Pokemon asleep at a time, so with my Zapdos switched out, his Smeargle's pretty worthless. He's going to drop a Sludge Bomb. My Suicune's going to take it pretty well. He's got that high physical wall. Unfortunately, I get the Poison. Snorlax is going to come in. We're going to trade blows. I'm not too worried about Snorlax. So I'm actually going to go ahead and switch into mine. The reason why I'm going to do this is I don't really like Snorlax. He's not too fun to play against because he can set up, he can take a while. So I have no problem trading here. I want to go blow for blow with him. So we're going to drop some double edges. I guess his is more important than mine was, so he's going to pull this out and go into Umbreon. Good pick. Strong physical wall. He's going to have the Charm. And there it is, which is going to cut my attack in half. Very much neutralize the Snorlax. Then when I go ahead and curse up here, it's not going to do a whole lot except lower my speed. So good move on his part. I don't want to play that game. It's not going to really go anywhere. I'm just going to slowly get slower and slower with less attack. So I'm going to go back into Suicune, which I know will give me a chance to set up. Umbreon not going to be able to do a whole lot against Suicune. So I'm actually going to come back in. So I'm going to go to my Fortress here to take that hit easily. Not really wanting to take an Earthquake, or not really sure what he's going to do here. So I'm just going to go straight back into Snorlax. And he's going to do a Fire Blast. So I got very lucky on that. Fire Blast would have killed my Fortress. It is 4 times effective. And he's going to self-destruct. A little surprised. I'm not sure if he was anticipating me switching out there, but I'm all for it. I'm all for trading Snorlaxes, so that's fine with me. I'm going to go back into my Smeargle. I still have my Spore to use. I'm going to use it. I like starting out with that. So he's going to go into Quagsire, the guy he wants to take the sleep. He didn't want to put Umbreon to sleep. And he's going to bring Umbreon back, knowing that Umbreon isn't going to sleep anymore. And I'm going to drop a Super Fang, knowing that it doesn't matter who he's bringing in. Somebody's about to lose half their health, and it's Umbreon. So I'm going to come into Fortress here, knowing that's a chance for me to wall him off, maybe get my spikes down, maybe set a Reflect up, because this is one of his guys that's going to set up and not really pose much of a threat. So he's going to Baton Pass into Smeargle, maybe passing leftovers, maybe just trying to be tricky, and I am going to get the spikes off. So he's going to run a Baton Pass chain here and go back into Umbreon, who's going to take the spikes damage, which is going to cancel out our leftovers. I'm still asleep, but it's not going to matter because I do have Sleep Talk. Unfortunately, I'm going to get a rest. But it's failing. If I'm at full health, it's going to fail, so I don't last 2 more turns. If I had taken some damage, that rest would have put me out to sleep for 2 more turns. So he's going to bring Smeargle back in here. I'm going to wake up and just go ahead and drop a Thunderbolt, which I know is Stab. I knew he's probably going to be able to take one. He's wimpy, but he's not that wimpy that you're going to one-hit him with just about anything. And he's going to go ahead and set up the agility. I'm thinking it's going to be Quagsire, and he brings in the Marowak. First time we've gotten to see him yet. So I'm going to anticipate the Quagsire and drop the hidden power, knowing the Thunderbolt's not going to do anything. And it's actually going to do quite a bit to the Marowak as well. He's going to do a Rock Slide and gets the crit. So very unfortunate. I'm going to come back into my physical wall here. That's not only going to be a physical wall, but the Surf is going to do a whole lot to the Marowak. And he's going to bring in Clefable. So I believe now we've seen his whole team. I think, oh, he's seen all but one of mine. Not sure about that. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop an Ice Beam, hoping for a freeze, knowing this thing's a wall, and there's the Moonlight. So very unfortunate. He's going to be real tanky, and he's going to last a while. So I might drop another Ice Beam here to try and get the freeze off, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Poison's ticking away. Because I switched out, the toxic damage isn't going to be multiplying. It's just going to be steady, very minimal. Pretty much going to cancel out my leftovers. I'm not too worried about it, and I'll get another Ice Beam off. So that last hit's going to put me into the dangerous range where I know that he can kill me, plus the poison damage. So I'm definitely going to rest. I am faster, not worried about that at all. So he's going to get a return off. I guess he was hoping for the kill, knowing that if I rested, he's going to get some free damage. Win-win on his part. And I'm just tired of this stall game, so I'm just going to go straight into Marowak. I haven't seen any special moves yet, so I'm not too worried about bringing Marowak in here. If he was a special attacking Clefable, I would have been a little bit scareder to do that. So I'm going to bring Marowak in. He's slower, so he's going to take 2 hits. But that Earthquake is going to show me that I will out-trade him, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, so let's see what he's going to do. So he's going to bring Umbreon, take a little bit more spikes damage, maybe try and set up on the Marowak. Not sure if he can kill me from here, and he can, in fact, with that Stab Pursuit, which is a special attack. Plays on my special weakness. Good call on his part. Wasn't really sure what to do about that. Marowak being slow, it wasn't worth subbing him out and using him later on for death fodder. I would rather just try and go for the trade, thinking he was going to set up. So I'm going to bring in my Suicune here. He brings in his Quagsire. We're both asleep, and we're just going to try and stall out these sleep timers, knowing that we each have 2 turns to waste. So we're just going to do that. I got no problem with that. He's already taken out my Zapdos, so Quagsire's real use for his team is kind of gone. I'm not too worried about it anymore. And just going to drop a couple Ice Beams on him here. Just trying to wear him down a little bit. And now that he's got his sleep timers pretty much run down, he's going to go ahead and switch into Umbreon. And she's going to take a free hit. She's going to take it well. It's a very defensive Pokemon. A lot of health, a lot of special defense. I think she's like top 5, top 10 in special defense. And he's going to drop a Mean Look. Misplay on his part. I don't know if that was a misclick, because I will be able to kill him before he can do the Baton Pass out. I'm not sure what he was expecting there. Again, the Smeargle coming in with the spikes damage. I don't know if he's underestimating my physical wall, but Suicune actually does a good bit of damage here, and she's going to go ahead and kill him. He may have just gotten frustrated there, knowing there wasn't much left that he could do, because my Suicune is going to go ahead and sweep that Marowak up when it comes back in. And his Quagsire is kind of just do a stalemate, but I've still got several Pokemon left, including my Fortress with Explosion. He didn't really have much left, I guess, and he's going to go ahead and call it there. So great game from Erik, and not too hacksy that game, not a lot of crits and pair hacks and things like that going on, no freezes. So pretty even match, pretty good game for him. If you liked what you see, stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and post some at least once a week as we try and climb up the ladder. Depending on how much feedback I get, feel free to like and subscribe. If I get a lot of good feedback, I'm all for doing it 2-3 times a week too. I got quite a bit of good content on my road to number 6. I'm going to be uploading on the next couple days now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and take care.